Greetings, my fellow Narcadians. It is I, Telsar Gildan, Master of the Narcadian Order, and we are back for more Carrion Crown. Our players have entered the city of Califas, the capital of Ustalav, trying to track down the trail of the Whispering Way. However, it appears that someone is murdering vampires, if such a thing is going to be considered a thing. Although the city officials deny that such a thing is going on, the players decide to go meet with the local chapter of the Palatine Order, the Esoteric Order of the Palatine Eye. While there, they gather clues and find a old safe house of the Whispering Way, where they meet a Damphir named Quinley, no relation to our current Quinley, who says they can put him in who claims that he can put the party into contact with the local vampire clans, because whatever's going on here threatens all of Califas. So let's join our players. Okay.
Hey, Feegs is having issues.
Wonderful.
So he's trying to work out his headset.
And my pizza rolls are about done, so while we're waiting for him to get that sorted out, I will be right back.
Okay. Oh man, tomorrow's gonna be awesome because we're doing the King, the King of the Zandalarian Trolls fight tomorrow. King Rastakhan. Biggs, you doing okay?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Miracle. All right. Do I sound okay?
Sound fine to me. Magic, how does he sound to you?
Fine here.
All right. I don't know why these sound worse than my regular ones when I use Discord, but they sound great for everything else. But I keep cutting out when I use my other ones on the recording. So anyway, sorry about all that.
It's okay.
There's always something to fiddle with.
I'm good to go.
Yeah, Brett's just waiting, getting heat rolls.
Okay, I'm back. His Feeg's got things straightened
Welcome
out.
back.
I can see he's
Yep.
muted.
Yeah, you got his stuff working.
Okay, good. So, last time you guys went to the city of Caliphas.
And we did.
Where you encountered a Dark Rider. As a headless horseman who tried to get the Raven's Head mace from you, but you guys pretty much told him to go fuck off.
And then killed him.
Again.
Yep, we headed that one off.
Yep. You met with the Esoteric Order of the Palatine Eye. Got some clues, found a old Whispering Way hideout, and met with a Damp Fear. Now you have to decide whether or not you want to follow his advice to seek out the vampire clans or not.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they've been living peacefully here within the city for a long time, and maybe they've been eating people, and maybe they haven't, but
The inherent nature of the vampire makes it unlikely they are living here peacefully.
Well,
and yet, that's what it seems.
I would say more they are skilled at concealing what they are doing to people.
well, you can. There's one place you can go to get information.
What's
I
that?
would like, if we have no other options than to hunt them down, then we don't. But I will need an evening to prepare and put in some safety measures against some of these things these vampires can.
That's fine. I guess my feeling is maybe they're alright, so maybe they're worse than they're letting on to the rest of the city, but it's probably not so dangerous to take a meeting with them. They probably know how to interact with, regular folk without stirring up too much trouble.
Yes, dominate them and then keep them under your control.
Maybe.
And of course, enjoy a little lunch on them every now and then.
Regardless, we can't exactly operate in this city without running afoul of a vampire or a lot. I would much rather, have them on our side as opposed to opposing them.
Personally, I would
Yeah.
prefer to kill them all, but I understand that may not be a feasible choice. Yeah.
There
Well,
might
we're talking
be one.
about... We're talking about meeting with one of them or a whole, clan of them or what?
Well, the way I look at it is this. We're in a city full of vampires. That much is certain. They pretty much control. They're part of the power structure here. If we go against them, well, we might be joining them against our wills.
That's why I want an evening to prepare.
Alright. So we're agreed. We'll take the meeting tomorrow.
Very well. I must go do some shopping. I will not be too long.
All right.
and Real is gonna go buy some of that crap that I listed earlier, and steaks, holy water, a couple spells, and if he has trouble finding anything, he'll just teleport out to a different city and back.
All right. And what's everyone else doing?
Staying out of trouble, I think.
Y'all are welcome to come with him.
Oh, Breast is totally coming with Real because, yeah.
Just
And Setham is going to definitely.
I think Quinley will just hang out in the city. Unless he's strongly advised not to, but he can take care of himself, he figures.
It's probably not a great idea, but it's up to you.
Don't you know that you never split the party?
Well, we don't sleep in the same bed. I'll have to go to the bathroom sometime.
Well, chamber of pots. We can pass them around to be a part. I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
As far as stuff that Real and Phil will be doing, Phil is going to cast Dominate both on Real and on himself. And both of them will willingly save the fail against themselves, and the order is that they are supposed to act normally.
Stop. Shit. Come on, stop. Why won't this stop playing? Son of a bitch. Sorry, a YouTube video I was watching reloaded and it started playing in the background.
Oh.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're not going to hear it, but when you listen to the recording, you will.
Maybe.
And the other thing is that before heading to bed, Real is going to lace the room up with plenty of garlic, and also cast protection from evil on everybody right before going to sleep. I've got the points to switch out that spell as many times as I need for that, which is going to be 5. So just in case anybody did happen to get dominated while nobody was looking, they'll have a chance to free themselves from it.
That doesn't last very long now, right? It's like minutes per level.
Yeah, it's not a permanent protection, but it gives you another chance to throw off mental control.
Right.
Excellent.
All right. So, it's, you guys all sleep pretty securely. Nothing happens.
Yay!
Huzzah.
Good.
This is now the next day.
Yay!
What were the details of the information where we could arrange a meeting?
Well, Quinley said to meet him at Restoration Park.
Restoration Park.
I said that? Oh, the other Quinley.
Yeah, the other Quinley.
Other Quinley.
Yeah, the other Quinley.
All right. Did he list a particular time?
Around noon.
All right.
Maybe you could, to simplify it, you could call him OQ for other Quinley, and you could call me OQ for original Quinley.
Yeah, sure.
Clear it right up.
I could fail to see how anything could possibly go wrong.
Yeah.
Works for me.
All right.
All right. So let's go meet OQ.
Sounds good.
All right.
Just hope I can go okay then.
Sounds good to me.
Do you want my updated spell list? I added a lot of magic circles against evil and protection from evil.
Yeah, you can send it my way.
Oh, I should have gone out and made Setham's book a little bit more robust. Oh well.
Let's see here.
There's not that many touch spells at higher levels, are there?
You get
Not as
vampiric
many,
touch?
no.
I've had vampiric touch.
Yeah. I can't recall us ever, aside from the one time when 2 party members died, I don't think we've ever gotten close to going unconscious. Or Quinley hasn't.
Yeah,
And being lulled into a false sense of security.
probably are.
Alright, when you guys are ready, move over to Restoration Park.
Is it? It's daytime, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
There we go. It wasn't letting me drag and drop.
I received a invalid. So we're gonna be going through that again.
Huzzah.
I'm loading.
So am I, but it's doing that thing again. So I might have to
I'm good.
reconstruct.
Alright, I'm in.
Alright.
That's Quinley.
I am not in, Brett. I'm still loading. Told you it's doing that thing. I saw it flat.
I want to make a special variant of Bladed Dash where instead of, hurling your body through a group of people so you can make attacks, instead I want it to function on food to make the food move through your body really fast. I'm thinking about naming it
What do you call
Mrs.
it?
Dash.
Mrs. Dash?
Oh my
I saw that one coming.
Oh god!
Yeah, food for thought.
One of the iron bites has dropped. Trying to reload.
Must have overheated.
What did I have the other day? It was like really, really good. I got in.
Excellent.
Find me a spot. Keep holding that.
Attack.
Not like that.
Man, when I don't have my buffs up, my damage is pretty middling.
Alright, so we're all here?
Let me show you how it's done.
Yeah. Frightening, real. Real frightening.
It really is.
Heavy hitters we got.
We are the heavy hitters.
Alright, so where to then, Quinley? Where are these pointy-toothed fellas?
Alright. He says that the closest entrance is underneath the greenhouse.
The greenhouse.
This one right here.
Yep.
Wonderful. Will we be immediately encountering the vampires upon entry?
He says, well, they're more likely going to be asleep this time, of course, so we will catch. The odds of us encountering one awake is pretty slim.
So, what exactly are we here for again?
To go, we need to reach the underground courts of Luvic Sauvage.
How long will that take?
Once we get down to the tunnels, it'll take an hour to reach his domain.
Alright.
Ludwig who? I'm sorry. We're going to some guy named Ludwig? Oh, this is going to be fun.
I like this voice. This is competing with Phil for my affection. Oh yeah, alright. And he's gonna whisper to you guys, do you think we should start casting some protective spells now, or?
Well, I will cast one on myself. I don't know what you will do, but that is up to you.
Well, most of mine last a little under 2 hours, so.
As does the one I will be casting.
Yeah. And again, Setham is one of those heroism spells in a bottle.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, you got it. That's almost 2 hours, so you decide when you drink it.
Thank you very much, Quinley.
No problem, bro.
Right.
Now, I'm going to cast a spell. As long as you stay within 10 feet of me, you will be protected from some of the vampire's abilities. But if you move beyond that range at any time, you will lose the bonuses, and the spell will no longer protect.
If we leave and come back, does it work then?
No, once you leave, it is off. Once we get to the bottom of these stairs, or whatever the entrance way is into the underground area, I will cast it. And then, if you want the protection, you must do your best to remain close to.
But if it comes to a fight, that can be very restrictive. But appreciate it. So, all right then, we going?
All right.
You go in.
What the hell? Okay, why can't I move any further than that? Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Other Quinley, are you okay?
The invisible wall here. I can't pass through. What the fuck? I'm the GM. Holy fuck. Let me go. Hold on. Let me go to my GM view. See if I can't move him. Alright, now I can move him over here. That's weird. So he walks up to the entrance of the park. Huh.
I know what's going on, Brett. You have vision blocking.
Did I... Vision blocking? Did I draw one? No, I didn't draw one there. I cleared a fog. That's what happened.
Where are we going?
Apparently
Can you point to where we're going? Oh, there.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
So yeah, this is the park entrance, and you see, a few people milling around through the park.
Yep, seems like a park.
The grounds here are very well taken care of.
Of course they are.
Some might say
Very nice.
even meticulously taken care of. Quinley haven't mentioned to you, this ground is taken care of by a half vampire, by a half elf druid.
Half elf, half vampire.
Well, no, full vampire, but half elf druid. She's very particular about her plants.
That seems like it would be an ethical issue, but okay.
Well, in an unofficial capacity. She doesn't work for the city.
Yeah, sounds like an interesting lady.
Alright, so a few sites. Let's see here. You see these stones right here.
Stonehenge.
Yeah. So yeah, those are just 3 standing stones. You can do a perception check on them if you like.
As a reminder, Real can automatically see magical auras within 120 feet.
And they're, well. Apparently, at this level, I don't see how you can possibly fail this anyway. You notice faded bloodstains on some of the stones.
Ah, that is lovely.
Care to explain that, other Quinley?
This is probably where she feeds.
Oh, where the half-elf druid feeds.
What does she feed upon?
What do you think?
Oh, you know.
Yeah, I
pigs.
thought so.
She's a messy eater.
The massive stone statue dominates this clearing, depicting Soividia Ustav, the founder of Usalov, astride a rampant destrider with an upraised blade. I'll just copy and paste that because that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
And Quinley, these meals she takes, do they walk off afterward, or is that pretty much the end for them?
That I cannot say. Some she may turn into thralls.
Oh, even better! She turns her prey into her servants.
But they're not willing then, and they don't generally walk away unscathed.
Generally not.
This is the best city in all of Ustalav. Real,
You-
we must
Who knows
get
that
property.
vampires are evil? Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess I'm not clear on whether or not they need to kill their victims, or if they can simply drain some blood and leave enough for them to live.
You know, and this is just me talking, Bill kind of wanted to become a werewolf at one point, so...
Werewolves aren't evil.
Pretty sure they are.
No, the nature of the disease that transforms you into a werewolf does not actually do much to alter your personality or your viewpoints. Whereas the curse that transforms a living person into a vampire will actually change the ways they think. In essence, they're a different person. They are actually evil. You cannot be a vampire without being evil. It's part of the curse. It's why it's a curse.
Yeah,
If you say
good to
so.
know.
In D&D, lycanthropy makes you evil.
Yeah, in 3.0, 3.5, turning into a werewolf will totally make you evil. In Pathfinder, it doesn't affect your alignment.
Well, alright then. Chat with some evil folks.
Alright, I want to move you guys to another part of the map.
Ooh.
Just arrange yourselves as you were coming in.
Are any of the people that were passing within 120 feet of radiating magic?
No.
Okay. Because if I was the vampires, I would definitely have watchers out here, and I would probably give them some shit to help them in case of emergency. These are on side.
Alright. A small rise of steps leads to a wide portfolio. Two massive pillars of stone support the roofs overhead and flank with a pair of ornate, gold-clad doors inscribed with sun motifs.
It's very nice.
And the doors are currently open.
Lead the way, OQ.
Are those supposed to be open?
Yes, after all, the park is open.
Well, this is where your kin slum. You know.
I think they're hidden beneath.
Let's just go in.
They're not chilling on the surface amongst the plants.
The cloying humidity and heat of an active greenhouse fills this huge atrium. Exotic flowers, creeper vines, and shrubbery, and even trees grow throughout the open space. A vaulted ceiling arches 40 feet overhead, supported by 4 thick columns, while a stone-filled path winds past each exhibit.
Interesting. Oh. Shit.
Can I roll a knowledge check? Are any of these plants unusual, or?
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, give me a
Vampire
knowledge
druid.
nature.
Knowledge, nature. That's something Breast has.
Alright. Alright. Phil and Breast, you notice that one of these plants looks kind of peculiar.
The plant over there.
There's a plant over here. Looks very peculiar. You can give me a perception check on it. Huh. Well, apparently it's not able to hide itself from your keen eyes.
I would be surprised if it could.
You notice that this particular plant is an advanced giant fly trap.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. What do we know about those?
Well,
I'm sure he was going to tell us.
alright, let me... And...
Really? We get to fight this thing?
if you want to.
I just want to know, the giant fly trap over there, is that something that's supposed to be in here, or...
It's just like the Guardians, it's a caretaker puts into place.
Other Quinley, can you confirm?
Alright, I'm trying to find where the sewer entrance is off my top of the head here. It's sewer number C5. Did I not mark that? Huh. Okay. That's weird. Okay, then why do you need to go in here in the first fuck place? Oh, I see. I see. That's part of it. I see. Man, this maps is terrible.
Sounds
Really?
like Paizo.
Yeah, sounds like Paizo.
I'll tell you why. I'm gonna. All right, so you see this over here, and this over here.
That's the sewer grates, right?
Yeah, you notice how they're surrounded by a red wall.
Yeah.
That means they're covered in illusion. Why would they be on the map then?
Oh, really? I was wondering why the red things are there.
Now, and of course, this red square here in the middle is supposed to denote where the fly trap is. Why would you denote where the mark? Why would you mark things on the map if you're going to use the map? Ugh.
Seems like a good idea at the time.
Hey, Phil, you gonna hide on the player map the illusion for the sewer? Nah, it'll be fine. What about the fly trap? Nah, it'll be fine too.
On the PDF that I have for the interactive maps, you can toggle the grid on and off. You can toggle map markers on and off, but these things are printed on the map themselves and cannot be removed.
Well, you know how it goes.
Sorry.
It's not like the players are going to use the map, right? We don't put it in there for the players to use.
No, they put in there for the GM to use, and of course, if the GM's going to use a map, it's better to go ahead and why hand draw this if you don't have to? Up until now, the maps have been pretty good.
I don't know how old the AP is, but yeah, after a certain point, they were like, "Oh wait, hey, people are ripping the pictures out to use as maps, and we should start making them more."
All right, so now you can either choose to fight this thing or just fuck it and go down to the sewers.
Well, if we don't need to kill the plants, then I mean, we can just go on. If we're supposed to be negotiating with these peoples, and it's probably a bad idea to start by destroying the property.
Like,
It even has a name. Its name is Dragon. Oh, that's adorable. I wish I was a fire alchemist now. A fire kineticist now.
Like, I don't even understand why the AP even makes a point for you guys to go into the greenhouse at all if you don't need to.
Probably in case we're like, kicking our way through instead of talking.
Murder hobo.
I don't know. Unless it's another.
On a positive note, both of those things are close enough that when Real's in a position to see him, he can see the magic.
Anyway, yeah, I agree we shouldn't fight it. For the reasons you said.
I really think we shouldn't fight it.
Alright, so. Okay, so which sewer do you want to try and go down? Because will save in order to see past the wall is pretty low, but you can go ahead and give me will save anyway. Just to.
Well, I mean, Quinley's leading us in, right?
Yeah, but even he can't see the illusion.
So he's taking us here without knowing how to get there?
There's a way in the area.
Yeah, there's a way in. Alright, well, okay. Breast, you spot. Rail, you spot him. Setham, you don't.
Wow.
Alright, so the only one who seemed to have failed was Setham.
Oh, that was a nat 20.
I feel sad for me.
Alright, so you have your choice of which storm drain to go down.
Does either of them have any other magics on it?
No.
Oh, in that case, let us always do the right thing.
Right side?
Righto.
Ah, cool. The right side. Oh dear God! Oh dear goddess! I'm starting to speak like you.
Oh yeah, unless the flight trap guarded in another entrance, did it? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, okay, so the fly trap was sitting over an entrance, and another entrance into the sewers below. That's why it's here. Ah.
Oh, so if we didn't have Quinley around...
Right. You would have to fight the fly trap. Or wander around and... I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna get you guys all bunched up. Alright.
Real will cast his Circle Against Evil spell. And Real and Phil will both... How tall is the tunnel?
It is 15 feet. Also... Alright, as you descend down here, your Detect Magic detects a trap. or detects something on the floor below you. Magic on. I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, the floor is radiating magic.
I detect something on the floor, some form of magic.
Oh,
I think it is probably a trap.
oh, really? A trap?
Quinley's gonna drink a heroism.
So is Sefton.
What, you know what? Let's, before everybody gets all down there, since his vision range is 120 feet, let's just drop something down there.
Alright. What are you dropping?
Actually, wait, what's the school of the, effect? I don't want to set off an alarm spell.
Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's see here. Okay, I see. Let me check this. Alright, you are detecting enchantment and abjuration.
That's the alarm, isn't it?
Is the abjuration likely? Yes. Maybe we should just try to avoid it.
Yeah.
Could I have a lift? I appear to have left my fly spell in the...
In your other pants.
Oh no, never mind. I've got it. And
If your head
Sefton
was
casts
not
fly on
attached,
himself.
you would forget it at the end.
Oh. All of you can just bite.
Who's got the protection circle again? Is it Real or Phil?
Real, but I haven't cast it quite yet. I'll be casting it shortly. Phil and Real will help Quinley, other Quinley, down without touching those squares. Drop them off in the hallway, so that's not an issue. Phil and Real will then be staying, basically flying directly above the other party members, so that since this is a narrow tunnel, more people can stay in range of the effect. The rest of it, do you want to fly in front of us or behind us, so that you can stay close enough to stay in the effect? I think if we have us three flying and then Quinley in front and Sesame in the back, we can all stay within the range of the circle of protection effect.
Right.
Sounds alright.
Flippity flapping down the place.
Alright. So none of you are going to be touching the floor.
No.
Right.
Alright. You're free to move on then.
Oops. Huh.
Everybody gets in line.
I can't see beyond this square.
That's because there's a door there.
Alright.
Oh, that would be a very good...
Other Quinley, are you going to be joining us, or is this a journey we'll have to be going alone?
No, he's behind you guys.
Okay.
Do you want us to knock?
Likely no one's going to be able to hear you knock at this point.
Is it trapped?
I do not know.
You don't seem to know a lot of things.
They may have made changes since last time I was here.
So they don't know we're coming. They don't know you're bringing someone.
No.
I have some serious questions about their security level.
You are the best guide ever.
I guide you here, and I can get you an audience with Ludwig.
All right.
All right, Quinley,
Anyway.
you did not detect anything on the door.
He'll try the door.
The door opens.
Ah, I see where we can go inside.
A white hole gaps in the middle. A white hole gaps in the ceiling of the circular chamber, where numerous roots have wormed their way between the ancient bricks of its walls. Actually, no, that was for another room, not this one. Where's that at? Man, I don't know. I'm all over the place today. I don't know why. I'm just kind of being a little bit scatterbrained.
I have those days too.
Alright.
You all joining me?
Alright. A narrow, 5-foot wide walkway hugs the wall of this low-ceilinged sewer. Its swift current pushes east, frothing and gurgling under a stone bridge crossing to the other side.
He's got his tumor monkey up, by the way. On his shoulder. You like to go right? Is that what we decided? Do you know the way, OQ?
Oh, that way.
Alright.
Give Magic a second.
So me and my friends have been playing this new game on the Xbox called Strange Brigade.
Haven't heard of it. Is it good?
Yeah, it's kind of like a cross between Tomb Raider and Left 4 Dead.
Ooh.
So it's 4-player co-op, where each person can play as a different character. And throughout the course of each mission, there are numerous puzzles that you have to solve in order to advance. And fight mummies and whatnot.
Been having fun with it?
Yeah. So far, I haven't died yet in the game, so...
I've been playing Yakuza 0.
Hmm.
And I got to Chapter 2, and immediately I know I'm going to both love and hate this game. But that's okay.
Anyway, do you want to see what kind of attack that flytrap had?
Oh, why not? Just show it.
Alright. It got 4 attacks per round, so... Huh.
That's not all that much, but
Yeah,
I guess a full round could have hurt.
Well, considering it has a plus 17, so those are pretty low rolls.
Yeah.
Those are plus 17s.
Uh-huh.
2 attacks. Yeah. Does it have any poison or anything?
No, what it does is when it attacks you and it's
Grabs
hit,
you.
it can grab you and then on the next round try and swallow you.
Yeah. Well, it might hurt.
I hope everything's alright over there.
I do too.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back.
It's alright. Alright. We're walking along.
Understood.
Walking along or flying.
Another magic thing for you to see. A red square.
No, that's where you guys would come down. That was underneath the fly trap.
Okay.
If you couldn't find the sewer entrances, this is the other way for you to come down.
I'm
And we're
assuming
all-
that all these are just.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Is this
We're
a
all
door?
walking the same
Here?
pattern
Look
so
up how to
that
use email.
Yeah, it
we're
is.
all within the range of this.
I'll check out this door.
Let's see here.
Yeah, it would be a real hassle for us to actually stay within 10 feet of real, but can we assume that I'm trying to do that?
Well, Real's actually floating right above the party, so I'm assuming
Okay.
we're all sticking in that formation and just walking around.
Right. I mean, I
Just
just
have it
don't want to
to the
slow
side.
it down by having us move one square at a time.
Well,
Yeah.
alright, you do not detect anything on the door.
And then I try and open it.
Alright. It's open. This large tapestry, a large tapestry covers the north wall of this room. 2 clay urns flank the southern door, while other doors lead east and west. Bloodstains cover a disturbingly large area of the floor underfoot.
Other Quinley, I don't mean to be rude, but,
You're as a Dampier. Are you related to any of these vampires?
No. Not that I'm aware.
Oh, good. I'm afraid we might sour our relationship if we're forced to kill any of them.
The
Again,
only,
trying to avoid that.
the only vampire that I had any blood relation with was my mother.
This door here?
Yes, let's go left.
That, yeah. So this place is lovely.
Hmm.
Again, real, we should buy a house in town. The neighbors will be lovely.
I can think of some people I would rent it out to.
Alright, so... you did not detect anything on the door.
Maybe suggest they go play in the park.
What does the tapestry depict?
It doesn't say.
Okay. Open the door.
Mm-hmm.
We'll open the door and then get on the floor.
Yeah. A strong,
And we'll walk it down.
a strong scent of pine and cedar permeates this chamber, emanating from 3 upright wooden coffins. In each corner of the room stands an ornate 3-foot-tall clay urn decorated with carvings of gilded leaves and forest animals. A tree stands in the middle.
I bet we found the druid!
Several flagstones have been removed from the floor, forming a cross-shaped earthen trough between the coffins.
I want to try and make sense of this tree.
Yeah. Each of the there are 3 coffins here. Each one is made of a different wood. Cedar, pine, and cherry.
Oh boy! I bet that's their name, the name of the thralls, too.
Hmm.
Yeah, is there anything we can roll to know about the tree?
It appears to be an ash tree.
Well, Quinley, what do you suggest?
Should we wake the druid up? I'm sure that's her in the middle here.
It's probably best to let sleeping vampires lie.
So he checks the other room.
On the way up, Breast closes the door.
And yes, Real, the tree is radiating magic.
Oh, that guy.
Transmutation.
It's the druid, almost certainly. It's a vampire druid.
Yeah.
All right. Anything on the store?
Nope.
This place is a real treat.
Would you quit it?
I pine for the day he quits it.
We could always go back and take care of some of the sleeping. It might suppress the place.
Evergreen, you ever gonna stop that?
I see, Dar, what you did there.
Dogwood, damn it!
I think you are perhaps trying to branch that one out too far.
I'll leave it alone.
Can we get back to the root of the problem here?
That
He
would
opens
be
the
a good
door.
idea.
Alright, it's open.
This looks more like the human thrall area.
Alright. 6 alcoves line the sides of this narrow hallway, each one raised slightly above the floor and holding a stone sarcophagus. A stone floor lies at the far end of the passage.
Or perhaps not.
There's a door at the end.
Yes.
Checking it.
You do not detect anything.
Opening it.
Alright.
Oh no, Quinley's gone blind.
Alright. So, this will take you down into the underground.
Alright. Down we go.
You managed to successfully bypass this entire area without having a single fight. Congratulations.
Still get the XP, right?
Yeah.
Were we supposed to fight something?
Nope. No, you didn't have to. I mean, it's the daytime, so...
We could have murder hoboed it, but we did not.
Oh, we could have just lifted up all the lids one at a time.
I have a
There's
bag
just-
full of steaks, so yes.
Uh,
But, yeah, I could totally see that.
Alright,
I really wanted to kill these guys.
Alright, I'll be right back.
well, there's always the way back.
Ah, and if not today, perhaps tomorrow. When you're hungry for some vampire killing, it's hard to resist a good steak.
That's an unsavory comment. But an A1 pun.
I like the flavor of that. I can't help but feel a little evil for not putting a stop to these things. But we know so far we're looking at some combination of 10 vampires and thralls. At least on this floor.
Well, it's just a conversation.
I will try to be on the good behavior.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Alright, so... The tunnel that you are taking is quite long. It is damp. It is dark. Quinley guides you down the path.
You mean other Quinley guides us down the path?
Bastel guides you down the path. I'll refer to him by his last name, just to make things easy.
Aww.
About halfway through your trip, you Bastel puts his hand out to stop you guys, and it says, "We have company up ahead." On the underground map, put yourselves Okay, what the hell did I just do?
I don't know, but I can't select any maps.
I don't know what happened.
Neither can I. This is all gone dark.
Okay, what did I just do?
I have no clue, man.
Alright, okay, I'm gonna have to... Is there Control Z? I think I actually hit a control button. What button would erase all my maps?
Erased?
Well, I mean, I can revert my last save. That's no problem, but...
Oh, that's fun. Alright, go ahead, kick us all out.
Oh, no, it's reloading the campaign now.
Okay. Still can't select any maps.
Well, I guess it's a double good thing we didn't do anything.
Why?
Nothing to change back.
Alright.
It's an old map.
Alright, visible to players. I mean... I wonder what combination of buttons I hit that erase all my maps. That's weird.
So where are we going?
Alright, you're going to the underground map.
Or we will as soon as it loads. God damn it, this invalid image bulk.
Take me down to the underground, the ground beneath my feet.
Underground sarcophagi.
Like, I just got a shit ton of invalid images.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with your... on your end of things.
I know the solution to this.
Well, there's a couple interesting hotkey combos. There's a key to toggle the hotkey, make map invisible to players. A hotkey to toggle player view. You might have toggled everybody onto player view. Most players' current map.
What keys are like around the X, Z, and C keys?
Aha! I'm back. Alright, give me a spot.
I think I accidentally put myself somewhere random. Can you delete my token? Or...
Let me find you.
I'm still loading in over on Breast, so I might end up having to kill Breast first.
Alright, I found your token. I'll move you.
Thanks.
Where are we supposed to be landing?
Well, I certainly hope we, well, shit. This also means that I lost all the macros I made. Unless I can revert to a seat. Hold on. Where are the backups kept? Do you know? Where you have to do emergency restore from? Do you know where those are stored? I always have trouble finding them.
I can check.
Technical issues. Always technical issues.
Killing breast. I mean, not really. I'm just getting really annoyed. I don't know what's going on. There's something between our computers, Brett, that Baptol's done.
Let's see.
I think Quinley's gonna drink some mutagen and some bark skin.
So you go to your computer user account, like C drive users, whatever user account you have. Then you go to Map Tools. In Map Tools, there is an autosave. Right below, it's also a backup folder that it might be in.
All right. Alright, so let's see here. File. Open. Let's see. Users. Alright, now. Huh, well. Hmm. Well, alright, well, that sucks.
They're gone.
Lost.
No, the saves are there. They're just they don't go back far enough.
Sucks.
Alright, so we'll just have to play this by ear then. Alright, so let's get ourselves back to where we were here. Damn it, that's not what I wanted. I want this. Alright, so same verse. Second verse, same as the first. Just wrap yourselves around here.
All I see is the Ustalav map. I don't see the... Oh, there it is. Underground. Okay.
Oh, we got dropped.
Yeah, because I
Again.
had to try and reload a different campaign, a different save file.
Brett, I dropped breast.
Alright.
Yeah. Don't worry, I see nothing.
Yeah. Alright, let's see here. I need to go and grab Quinley. The other Quinley.
I'm there.
Oh, this is frustrating. All that work on.
Happens.
Yeah, it does. Alright. Alright. Looks like everyone's here. So, as I stated before, about halfway through your trip through the tunnels, Bastel puts up his hand for you guys to stop. And he says, "We have company." A group of vampire thralls approach you in the tunnel.
Luther. Setham's kind of just adjusts Myrmidon so that it's easily accessible.
Actually, they're vampire spawn, but
Yeah, he's gonna draw his Falcon.
alright.
Breast is just gonna fly.
One goes, "So, what do we have here?" Yes, fresh blood. Give me perception. Actually, no. Give me a sense motive. Alright. Alright. Those of you who rolled higher than a... Well, you guys don't know what you rolled, but, Breast and Quinley... Breast, Quinley, and Setham do not notice this. Only Phil and Real seem to. Hold on. Alright, I will post this in your chat.
Really? Like, really? You should not come to Varkai.
The Basella says to him, "Let us pass. I'm taking these individuals to go see Ludwig." You're going to go see Ludwig, huh? Well, see, we're all quite thirsty, so how about a little nip? Yes. Basel just kind of sighs and says, "Do any of you want to try and talking sense in these fools? I would prefer not to engage in combat unnecessarily."
Not particularly. He's gonna drink resinous skin.
Trust us, we are not worth the effort. Wait until your masters feed you. After all, even if you succeed here, your masters will be angry with you all the same.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Man, I'm so good at this.
You are successful. Because, yeah, Quinley here, you got a bonus.
Oh.
Why is that? Or do you know?
Because... why you get a bonus with Estelle's here?
Oh, that Quinley.
Yeah.
I'm like, me? What?
Oh, yeah. Alright, the vampire... oh, you can't even see these guys, can you?
Nope.
No, they're not on the map. I was gonna say you wanna. There they.
They just kind of like part ways, let you guys pass, and slink back to the shadows. Like, all right. So you're able to defuse that situation. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Why do I keep stopping us from killing things I want to kill?
No.
No.
Damn it.
Really a bummer.
All right. After about another half hour, you reach the end of the tunnel. You're now in the underground. I won't move you guys. Let's see here. Move here. I'm going to be moving you guys individually to make sure we all get lined up right. So just sit tight for a second.
Okay, sitting tight.
So tight.
Tighty
Rebel.
whitey.
Sitting loosely.
Wow, Magic, you're a rebel.
I know. I'm so cool. Everybody love me.
All right.
We do.
All right. So. All right. Alright, as you walk by, the doors to your north open up. And you see... oh, wait, that's not what I want to do. There we go. A small group of armored guards. Can you see these guys?
Yeah.
They see they see Bastel. Go, Quinley, what are you doing here?
What do you mean? Do you know me?
They just look at you oddly and look back at Bastel and go, Is this one a fool?
My name's also Quinley.
Trust us, it's just been a joke.
Nice. They kind of... the leader kind of raises their eyebrow and goes, I see.
It's an
And
incredibly
goes,
common name.
Unexpected error has occurred. That's nice. Bastel goes, I'm taking these individuals to go see Ludwig. On a matter of great import. I see. Alright, we will escort you to the chambers then.
You may also be interested to know that some of these thralls are out there looking for blood. Literally. You may need to hit them with a bottle of water.
Yes, things have been rather tense down here as of late.
Oh, that sounds difficult.
We feel for you. Honestly, we do.
Thoughts and prayers.
Oh, God, really, Brett?
Aw, Brett.
Alright. I'm just going to do a copy and paste job. instead of having to wind your way through all these tunnels.
Thank Christ.
And I'll just
Thank you.
and I'll just erase the originals. Some of you guys teleported into stone. All right.
I'll find me. I found me. Wait.
All right. Here we go. Come on. I need
Alright.
There we go.
I'm in
You
the
guys are
darkness.
in.
Oh.
All right. So. See, I need to get the. If I can't get some proper music for this.
Castlevania. Castlevania.
Actually, I do have some Castlevania music in here.
I don't know. Some music from the Blade movie might fit too.
Hold on a second.
Fireball, fireball.
Actually. Alright.
I can't see anything with with Breast, and he's got dark vision.
You should Vigo breasts in.
Is this...
How that works?
Behold the power of the advanced programming in map tool.
Seriously.
Ah, this was short. Alright. Alright, you enter a vast open chamber. You see some vampires dressed in finery milling around.
Hey, pretty folk.
A grand promenade opens into a wide audience hall decorated with elaborate tapestries and art befitting a royal of Usulav's ancient bloodline. An immense throne dominates the far wall, while two antechambers stand at either side of the promenade to the east and the west. Quinley approaches, and you can see a figure sitting on the throne. He goes, "Ah, it has been a long time since any mortals have dared enter into my court. I wonder which it is for you, bravery or foolishness, that brings you into my domain. I would offer you refreshment, but I do not think you will find it suitable to your palate."
Oh, you're just full of fun. Real? Could you deal with this?
I would say it is probably a mixture of the two that brings us here.
Oh.
I would say that it's expediency that brings us here, but that's just my opinion.
Ah,
Perhaps
Quinley
it's-
Bustel, you have entered into my court again, I see. And who are these individuals you have brought before me? These individuals are here about the concerns with the murders of your kin. Ah, I see. Step forward, then.
How close? You want us like standing here, or
Well, the nobles kind of part, allow you to come closer. They're kind of looking at you, kind of with a mixture of curiosity and lust.
Oh,
that's appropriate.
That's appropriate.
Yeah, he's currently, got
They're-
his beastly mutagen on, so he has like
Well,
a
I
dog
mean,
face.
some of you more than others. So let's put it that way. I don't know. Some of them might be kinky that way.
He's got huge wings, and
Yes,
four arms and a dog
yeah,
face.
I mean, you spend enough time living. Eventually, you have to find new ways to get your rocks off.
Yeah, they're flexible.
Giggity.
I'm gonna approach the distance like I would a member of nobility in the area, which, if I'm recalling correctly, is supposed to be 20 paces or so.
So, How very noble of you to come here after our concern. But tell me, what matter is it of yours?
Well, it is not just a matter of them being killed, clearly. So it was a little uncomfortable to find it outside our inn. There's something we are interested in.
And what might that be?
We are looking for a group.
A group?
I think you may be familiar with them. We have some unfinished business which will hopefully result in many of their deaths. We are looking for the current stronghold of the Whispering Ways that may be in the city.
Ah, the Whispering Way. And what business do you have with them?
We have some skulls to cave in.
Well, I have skulls to cave in. Oh yeah, everybody here has skulls to cave in. Never.
The Whispering Way is of no ally of ours, and most assuredly, we revile them.
Oh, good. So it's kind of an enemy of my enemy is my friend type thing.
Though this might find it, you might find this to be strange, of course. Why would a group of vampires not choose to ally themselves with a group like the Whispering Way, who wish to bring about an eternal world of undead?
You'd starve to death.
Precisely.
Well, there's our common ground then.
I would prefer that. So why have you become so concerned with the Whispering Way?
Perhaps you remember the Whispering Ways long ago leader and god, the Tyrant. It has come to our attention that they are attempting to return him.
Ah, yes. Troublefon. I remember that fool.
Oh, so you were around back then.
I was, indeed. Yes, I would prefer not to see him restored.
This would
You
be
owe him money, don't you?
Tell you what, then. If you want information on the Whispering Way, then how about we exchange favors?
I have an excellent idea. If you tell us where they are, we will do you the favor of killing them for you.
I actually think that's his deal.
You help us solve who's committing these atrocities against our people, and I shall tell you all that I know of the Whispering Way.
And you won't try to turn us into your undead thralls?
I'm a man of my word. You can roll sense motive if you want.
Setham's jaw kind of just works for a second. Like he wants to say something, but he doesn't want. Oh, why not? Oh, hold on. I have no real sense motive check, so.
Not with a 15, you don't.
Oh, hold on a second. I forgot I had to re-impersonate. Is that worse?
Worse than what?
Oh, sense motive is a wisdom skill. I thought it was a charisma skill. I don't know why.
Alright, well. Alright, I'll put it to you this way. If he wanted to deceive you, he could. But he's not.
So why aren't you found the killer yourself?
We have... oh yes, my agents are gathering information. Nightly. We have been trying in vain. Though we do have a suspect in custody. A Nosferatu named Ramuska Akaminos. He claims to have nothing to do with the slayings.
So why put him in custody?
He is one who's played a mysterious game for many years. In addition, one of my retainers has acquired evidence suggesting that Caliphas's nobility are behind these attacks. Perhaps the two are related.
Have you not simply gotten the information from him yet?
We have tried, though he denies it. Nosferatu are creatures like us, kindred in the dark gift, but they do not contain our grace.
I don't know if looks
knowledge
like
check on
What's he
details
doing?
of the Nosferatu.
Okay, go ahead. Knowledge religion. Alright. Well, Phil doesn't know much. Real does, though. Alright, let's see here. That's just the... No, that's just the template for Nosferatu. I don't need that.
Template works for me. I see. Yes, they are somewhat different from you. So, in return for the information, you want us to determine who is attacking. Is that correct?
Yes. You are free to question him if you desire. There are others here you may wish to speak with as well. There's Lady Evgenia. She knew many of the victims, and is convinced that she may be next. Her apartments lie west of here. There's Desmond Cote, in the cathedral to the north. He may have some insight as well if you wish to see the evidence we have gathered so far. Speak with my retainer, Radvir Giovanni, in his store to the east.
We will do those things. It would be nice if we did not have to worry about another pack of minions attempting to eat us. That is kind of distracting.
He removes a ring from his finger and says, "Take this ring. It is my signet. Any vampire who sees you with it will know that you are under my protection and will leave you unmolested. But take care. Vampires here are still the predators. Do not provoke them needlessly, otherwise they may bite.
That is fine. We are predators in our own way.
And the big guy over here, Bruce points to Quinley, he's really a predator when he gets going. I've seen him eat things that you wouldn't believe.
Quinley opens his mouth as if to yawn and shows his gaping maw of teeth.
Real will mage hand the ring over. Is it radiating magic?
No.
Okay.
It simply has his crest on it.
Okay. Wouldn't put it past them, though. Know what I mean? Alright, well,
One final thing. If you do find the killer, bring him to me. Anyone that strikes down my kin will face my judgment.
And if we accidentally murder hobo him?
they can always bring him back to life and do it again.
Oh, excellent. So we'll bring you the body, dead or alive. I'm sorry, dead or deader, and you can have fun with that.
Very well.
Let's just start with the Nosferatus then.
Alright. The Nosferatu is... I'll just move you guys over here.
I feel like we've been dragged into another dimension.
Dimension full of politics.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't even have that. Damn it! I never. I'm just gonna turn off the. Since the. Damn, I never had that. This still view thing can be kind of messy a little bit. This. The fog of war.
I can see everything. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Alright, and... Okay, you can't see this guy, so let me... make him
Are we alone in the room with him?
There's a couple guards there. But you see him behind the bars over there, and he's kind of like muttering to himself like, I should have stayed in Carvosa.
Really? Wait, Carvosa? Really? You're from there?
He turns like, visitors. Yes, I am from Carvosa. I left there during the troubled times when the queen went mad.
Did you just say dinner time?
Troubled times.
No, before that.
So, I left there during the troubled times when the queen went mad.
Right, but I think I heard you say dinner time, sir, and we're not dinner.
I did not say anything about dinner.
Please just get the ration out and eat it already.
So
He got strange when he gets hungry.
he sees the elf in the back, or Setham, and says, "You reminded me of those ears. Reminded me of of someone I met during those times. I remember he burst into my chamber, shouted, 'Seabold Company Marines!'
That sounds strange. I thought they were wiped out.
He was one of the last of their. He was one of the last of their number. He traveled with a group of adventurers.
No, this isn't him.
He is from. Yes, he's the alchemist who created the Blood Veil.
Oh my god!
Fantastic.
He after he left Corvosa, he went to Uslav.
Wait! You're not talking about General Jozan of the New Sable Company Marines, are...
That name rings a bell. Yes.
Yes, he's a cousin of mine.
I can see the
On my
resemblance.
father's side.
I thought that token looked familiar.
Yeah. Oh my God, Bert, really?
Same person.
Well
Oh my
played.
God. Well played, Paizo. Well played.
That's
Yeah.
why. That's why I made sure to add that reference in because I realized, wait a minute, this is the same person.
Yes, he's doing well for himself. Next time I write to him, I'll make sure to tell him you're alive. I think he had something he wanted to do to you at some point.
I mean, still not alive, meant to be more accurate.
So,
Oh,
so why are you here? Have you come to gawk?
well, no, we Real handle this.
We were subcontracted to investigate the reason you have been imprisoned here. We wanted to ask you to tell us your side of the.
Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's see here. Where's this? Alright, let's see here. I need to find this page. Who are you? Alright. Alright, what did you ask him again?
His side of the story.
Oh, I see. I am Romuska Arcanidos, a servant of Count Vrano. Ludwig suspects I might be have something to do with the murders of my kin in the city, but he is mistaken.
Why would he think that?
He is scared, and my kind and his, though similar in some ways, are actually quite different. I am an outsider who serves a powerful master, and Ludwig feels threatened by this. He needs a scapegoat, and I fit the role well. I suspect my recent work with the Whispering Way might have something to do with this as well.
Wait. You worked with the Whispering Way?
Well, I am a student of the arcane and alchemist of my own trade. I work for those who have the coin. Do you remember the blood veil that struck Carvosa? That was my work.
Yes,
People think that it was the work of the gods, but for an alchemist like myself to create this blood veil from nothingness is poetry.
Yes.
And bonus points if anyone gets the reference.
Yeah, I got it.
Did you? From what?
Oh, I can't. I'm on the tip of my tongue here. Is it Alchemist like myself? This is poetry. What is it from?
I'll send a link later.
Thanks.
All right.
Yes, the blood veil. Wasn't that cured within within days of it becoming a problem?
Yeah. It does not matter. I created it. I am not responsible for how it's used.
Right.
But the Whispering Way hired me to test the potency of a potion they are creating, a powerful admixture providing a path to lynchdom. I hasten to add that I am no supporter of their cause, but the opportunity to test my expertise on such a concoction proved too enticing to resist.
Jill attempts to not be too interested in it.
Yeah, what's the goal of most spellcasters? Become a lich.
The problem with the lich is same as the vampire, though.
I'm well aware. Although you were able to... Never mind. Wrong game.
Wrong game. Interesting. So, what evidence did they present for your incarceration?
Let's see here. That is the evidence that they had, that I had worked for the Whispering Way.
So I just have to ask, when they started killing your kin,
did you, seem that was a little bit weird?
I have no evidence that the Whispering Way is the one responsible for killing the king here.
Well, what do you know about what is going on? That's not much for us to work off of.
Not much, I'm afraid. I'd worked with the potion mainly. I keep to my stealth in my studies. I spend much little time with the outside world.
When you were working for the Whispering Way, were you working from your lab or did they set up a facility?
I was working for my own lab.
The rats. Well, is there anything you can think of that would help us hunt down the actual perpetrators that could only help remove you from the cell?
The potion that they were testing is quite curious. Obviously, it means it to be administered to someone, judging by the formula I studied, someone of great importance, as it was crafted for a specific person. My personal favorite for the potion's recipient is Prince Ardard, or Orlante, the ruler of all Osterlav. I'll copy and paste that name for you.
A potion to turn the ruler of the country into a...
I do not believe the goddess created this elixir for the prince's request. It's meant to poison someone, to force such a transformation, even against the unwilling. You can save him, or whoever is meant for, if you help me.
We have some more people to question. Assuming we are successful and get what we need out of here, and you aren't responsible, then you should be...
I am an innocent man, of course. If you clear my name by finding the real vampire murderers, I'll tell you all I know of the Whispering Way and their recent activities. I'm sure you already know they have left Caliphas. I can tell you where they might have gone, and perhaps study a sample of their elixir to prove more in detail if I can find anything more.
That does seem like it would be helpful.
You might be curious why I choose to turn on them so readily.
No, I can understand that.
Well, they neglected to pay me.
Oh, even better.
I do this work not for free, or the kindness of my own heart. I expect to be well paid.
On the note of your work and payment, I would think that if you could develop some kind of alternative artificial blood for the vampires, you could make quite a bit off of that for anybody who had to lay low.
Such things can only be a stopgap.
It's better to have than not. That's another way to make some coin, but, it's your work, not mine.
Alright, anything else you want to ask him?
I need to take a bio break.
Alright.
I can't think of anything else myself.
Honestly, I think I want to have Jozan, who would be... I don't know, what would he be at this point? Level Mythic?
Retired.
Well, apparently he's the general of the new Sable Company Marines, so...
I mean, this takes place how many years after that? I looked it up. How many years Carrion Crown takes place after? It's only been like a couple of years.
So let's see.
essentially, the way I understand it, the publishing dates between Curse of the Crimson Throne and Carrion Crown, the years between them are real-time years.
Alright, so Curse of the Crimson Throne was released March 2008, started. Carrion Crown was 2011, so about three years.
Mhm.
Really? This was in 2011? Wow. I too must use the restroom.
I'll say that other than the whole being evil thing, I do like the bonuses, the Nosferatu.
I'm going to use the bathroom myself.
I'm looking that video up, by the way. Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hey, I'm back.
I posted a link in the chat for the reference.
Oh my god. Why did it have to be something like that?
So, Cooley's going to mention. Did we finish up our conversation with this guy?
Pretty much.
Yes, they're still vampire guards and stuff around. So having a safe place to talk where we won't be overheard is going to be difficult.
What is that stench? Oh, it's
Well,
me.
he's gonna say anyway. You know, I'm starting to think your initial misgivings were right on the money.
When I was 13,
We could have taken a very different approach through this
most of the town
dungeon, and
the gods
I might feel better about it.
to create.
Yeah, but I prefer this. I kind of prefer this approach because
Poetry.
reasons.
Yeah, well, we're doing him 2 favors for 1 simple favor. Solving his mystery and taking care of the Whispering Way for him are a lot more work than him telling us what he knows.
Okay, Quinley, I might add that he is a centuries-old vampire lord. Do you feel confident enough to, I don't know, resist a dominate person from him?
I do.
Well, of course, Real is. I was talking about Quinley.
Well, you know, all those otherworldly things that were driving you guys crazy never had no effect on me.
Oh, right, yes, that.
I will point out that for the moment, my confidence is your confidence as well.
I'm going to point out that I prefer us not to have to murder half the city, if we could help it.
Well, this fella's a mass murderer, and now we're talking about helping him out.
Quinley, I wouldn't throw stones in that direction if I were you. I know
At least not until later.
No, that's not my style, you know, swinging the falcon and bite. Not what I do. I never murdered no one who didn't seem to deserve it.
Again, I'm just saying that, while yes, these are undead spawns of evil, they're also in control of about half the city. And quite frankly, I don't want to have to fight half the city.
Yeah, but you heard what this Nosferatu fucker said about Corvosa.
Yes, and my
How many
cousin
people
handled
died
that
there?
spectacularly.
How many people died from the blood plague?
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know. Like I said, he's from my father's side of the family, and
I will tell
I'm
you,
not,
it
I'm
was a
not
lot.
from anywhere near that town, and I heard of it, so it must have been pretty bad.
it really was. But at the same time, while I would love to throw him over to my cousin for justice, right now we're on enemy territory, so treading lightly would be the watchword.
Well, I'm about to start stomping a little louder if I hear too much more of this.
That I do understand.
Well, this shall be a pretty interesting trip then. I mean, this is exactly what I expected.
Yeah, well, you had the right of it, I think.
Remember, we can always change our mind later.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I know someone who does lovely fireball work.
Actually, when we are done here, I will have a conversation with you, but not down here.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to it.
All right.
Or am I? I'm not sure.
All right.
Chris, come along.
So there are a couple other people you could talk to in this area. You go to the chapel area, which is over here, or you can go over here.
Whoa. Here. And where's the other place?
Or here.
South first, this is the woman who may know something, and then the north was, I believe, the person who's been heading the investigations.
Alright.
Oh. Sorry to intrude, ladies and gentlemen, but we would like to have a few words.
Let's see here. Where are they at? This is room... What room number is this? Number 3.
You know, why am I suddenly reminded of Dawn Guard from Skyrim?
Comfortable chairs and small tables decorate this opulent chamber, and a plush rug covers the floor. The sounds of music and laughter emanate from the doors to the south.
Housekeeping.
You see a few vampire nobles in here just chatting. They look at you, they see the ring, they sneer a little, and they go about their business.
What was the name of the woman who was supposed to be over here?
Lady Evgena.
Alright. Assuming nobody else wants to dip into this, Real will move up to female. Well, ask female vampire one. We are looking for Lady Evgena. Can you direct us to her?
She looks at you and chuckles. She's just over there. She points to the doors over here. She licks her lips a little.
Thank you, ladies.
Yes, it's a shame.
Yes, it is a shame. I was dying to introduce you all to a friend of mine. And Setham kind of just fingers the hilt of Miramadam a little suggestively.
If you're willing to let someone should, they would be up for a little necking later.
Oh, threaten me with a good time.
Right. Let's go.
Alright.
Knock on the door. Hope we don't interrupt somebody in the middle of a meal.
Or just walk on in as people
Yeah, I tend to do that. Sorry, I went too far.
like,
Whoop.
alright, well,
Oop.
well, you can walk in, it doesn't matter.
Well, I can't see them otherwise.
Alright. The celebratory stains of lutes and harpsichords fill the air in this well-appointed, if ostentatious, chamber. Several figures dressed in finery befitted nobles of Usla's ancient past dance in this banquet hall. Oh no, parquet on this parquet floor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because if this is a banquet hall, I'm
Yeah, no, it's a
questioning something.
parquet floor. I got ahead of myself before reading.
So they're just playing music in here?
They're kind of like dancing around. Let's see here. I think. Hold on. Let me double check some here. Properties. Ironbite. Your ability scores on your token, are those accurate?
For whom?
For Setham? Because I would have thought that score would have been higher than that.
Oh, you mean the charisma score?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still pretty as an elf, but, he ain't pleasant.
Alright, I'm just looking around here. Wow, the highest among you is a 14. Wow.
Charisma? A dump stat for this group? Heaven forbid.
Oh no. It's real. Shit.
Oh. Oh,
One
shit.
who's covered in eyes.
Oh, fuck.
What they say is about wizards, yes?
Oh.
They have a lot of practice with material components.
Sorry, you just made me do a spit take on soda, and that burned. Oh, it went up my went up my nose a little, and it's all over my shirt.
Sorry.
Oh man. Oh wow. So, at least I didn't make that big of a mess. Oh, it's just mostly on the floor. All right. Well, I have to change the shirt later, but that's all right. It's just a t-shirt. All right. Let's see here. All right. So, what do you guys want to do?
Approach politely. Knock, come in.
All right.
I don't know if I can say that guy's name. They are investigating the recent murders of your kind for the boss guy's name, and he informed us that you may be able to assist us with information.
Oh, you would be so concerned for my welfare. How sweet of you. Come, dance with me and I'll tell you all that you want to know.
I do not dance. I had a bad experience once with a succubus.
Oh, I can show you. I am much more nicer than a succubus.
Oh, that's what she said too.
Wait. A succubus? You're not talking about that one you met in... No, not...
Let's not get into it. It was quite embarrassing.
I'll say.
The spots have gone away. Most of the hair has regrown.
There's not enough cure disease to get rid of those STDs.
That's when you just discard the body and start over with a fresh one. Hashtag just D&D stuff. It's so fucking weird. It's such a weird sentence.
Alright.
Discard the body and start with a fresh one.
Alright, well, well, here's what you can do. You can either make a performance dance check, or give me a knowledge nobility.
The second one. There's no way Real is going to willingly get in neck range.
Alright.
Quinley offered. I don't know if you can hear me or if I'm cutting out, but he offered it.
She just looks at you and says, no dear, that's fine. Alright, Real? Yeah, you smash that shit.
Giggity.
So, to gauge in her in proper etiquette. Alright.
Fine.
Alright, so, let's see here. Phil knows nothing about proper etiquette at all.
Brett, do you need a second?
I should be alright.
Alright, tell us if you're gonna die.
Let's see here. Is there any actual dialogue for her? No, there's not really any dialogue, so the... Alright, she says, yes, I've been most distressed by these murders. Many of the victims were dear friends of mine. But there's one thing I have noticed about these killings that's most strange.
What would that be?
All of the victims controlled a large number of spawn. Since their masters have been slain, these spawn are now freed from the master's control. But they're acting strangely. Almost as if they have a new master, though I don't know who that could be. And considering the size of my own court, I suspect I might be next.
Oh.
So, what of these?
Many of the victims have disappeared after hunting in the park. And we avoid that area now, of course.
The park that's above us.
Well, no, it's you're like an hour away from it. You're like a few miles away from it at this point.
Oh, okay.
Oh, goody. Well, that might actually be helpful.
Have you followed these spawn around and seen who they report to? Or does it not work that way?
They don't report to anyone right now. Though they're acting as if they're under someone else's control, they don't seem to be acting under anyone's control at all.
What have they been doing?
Mostly been milling around and causing some mischief.
We encountered a group of spawn on our way in that seemed a little aggressively hungry.
Well,
Was they part of that?
quite possibly. Since we've been so afraid to venture to the surface, our supplies have been dwindling down here.
So the ones we encountered were under some kind of drug.
A drug?
Indeed.
That's strange. I don't know anything about that.
So there's no common drugs that the thralls may be indulging in that you're aware of?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Interesting.
I tell you what, though. Actually, give me a diplomacy check here.
I love how the fact that the wizard has the diplomacy.
Yeah, with a whopping plus 10.
Alright, well, okay, that's not gonna be high enough. I wish there was more I could do to help you.
Yes, well, we were trying to keep up our end of the bargain, and that does mean in saving as many of your people as we can. I do have a question. How long are the intervals between the murders? Is there a regular amount of time, or is it...
Couple days, usually.
Interesting. Well,
Sometimes as long as a week.
if we are struggling with leads, would you have a problem if one of us assumed your appearance one evening up in the park to attempt to draw the killer out?
Okay, give me another diplomacy check. Good, good, finally. I tell you what, that may not be good enough.
Oh,
What if I'm willing to serve as bait to lure the killer out.
You are tempting.
That could be very helpful, yes. So, we will not ask it of you unless we do not have any other option.
Why not? Seems like a good plan.
If we can solve this without the need for unnecessary violence, the better. And I do not want to risk the agreement we have with the leader of this, the noble leader down here, whatever his name was.
Ludwig Servage.
Ludwig Servage. Okay.
Alright, is there anything else?
Does anybody else have any ideas?
Nah, I mean, I actually kind of like the disguise one of us as her or any vampire plan a lot, actually.
Well, I'm not, necessarily being honest about how much we're going to value their lives, but making it look good because I know we're being watched. We have one more stop to make, son. We appreciate your information
Alright.
and your assistance. Enjoy your music.
If you need my aid, feel free to return.
Thank you.
I am so glad we didn't fight everyone down here because there are a lot of vampires.
Yeah, in groups we could have taken them.
Yeah, I'm just not
Suddenly
feeling.
you're all
I'm not.
confident.
I'm not too feeling. I'm not. I'm really not feeling like the roles would have been good tonight. I mean, yeah, they have been, but paranoia. That's all I got left.
I love that song.
Harvey Danger.
I mean, I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. Everyone's out to get me. Just say you never met me.
But I don't even know the TV.
Alright, well, you can enter anytime you want.
Alright, let's just enter. Let's just knock and then politely in.
I don't think this is the type of place we need to knock.
I mean, see as a vampires would.
A small shrine stands in the middle of this large chamber, centered on a statue and on centered on a statue of a horned man with fangs and bat wings, holding a wickedly spiked flail in one hand. Beyond the shrine sit two long tables with elaborately carved dark wood chairs.
Now let's check on the statue.
Alright.
Some vampire god, I guess. I know Zura, but that doesn't ring a bell.
That'll be a knowledge religion check. Alright, real. You recognize this statue is dedicated to the infernal Duke Zebos,
Oh, lovely.
whom the vampires venerate as the Lord of Arrogance, Nobility, and Perversion.
We venerate you as a god of perversion.
You see a man approach you. Says, "What brings you to this most holy domain?"
Oh, unholy domain, right.
A long life spent going in directions my mother regrets, mainly.
Well, technically, we're here to talk to you, sir. I believe.
Really?
Do you think you could, I don't know, wash your mouth after your last meal? Just a thought.
I thought that was a lip sore. I know that token is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
If you wish to speak with me, you must prove yourselves worthy.
Oh.
Tell me what you... If you wish to prove yourselves worthy, tell me what you know about Hell's hierarchy, or perhaps you can prove yourself in display of... in a physical display of prowess.
Setham looks at Quinley.
So he's looking
Brest looks at Quinley.
He's looking for either a knowledge religion check or an intimidation check.
Intimidation, huh?
Quinley's gonna drink a person, and I think I'll take that prowess challenge, and yeah, he'll flex some muscles and draw his sword.
Still gotta roll that intimidation check there.
I know. So this is at I'll enter the bonus.
Okay.
It's not a great modifier, but it's okay.
Well, you exceed it by 11 points.
Sweet. What was the DC?
23.
Ah, nice. I rolled like a 20.
Good
I think I
job.
rolled a 20 to do that.
It was the easier of the two checks to make, though.
Oh, okay.
So, it's like, well met indeed. So you are indeed quite a worthy foe. Very well, I shall tell you what I know.
Oh, good, because your lord was going to probably order you to anyway, so... This works out better.
Yes, I have been investigating the murders myself. I've been collecting the wooden stakes from the ashes of the victims. All the stakes of a similar manufacture, carved from furniture legs made on the same pattern.
Interesting. Maybe see one of the stakes so we can recognize the pattern.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Let's see, anything else? What else is there I can tell you? I have spoken with Lady... what was her name? Her name escaped me right now. Yes, I have spoken with the Lady of Gina about her suspicions about the freed spawn acting strangely. Indeed, they have been, but I do not know why.
I have my suspicions along those fronts.
Though I have my suspicions about who might be behind these, but I have no firm evidence.
We are happy to entertain suspicions. And if necessary, forget who they came through.
I suspect Radvir Giovanni may be behind these in some way.
Go on.
He has risen quite high in the ranks while all these have been going on. Some might say even suspiciously so. Many of the vampires who have died were rivals. With their passing, he has been able to advance.
Interesting.
There's not a lot to go on. Could be a coincidence.
It could indeed, yes. That's why I have no firm evidence. Although I might have something else that might be useful to you. He hands you 6 arrows.
What are these?
Oh, arrows.
Undead Bane arrows.
Um,
However, do not use these against vampires loyal to Luvik, or risk incurring Zebo's wrath.
None of us are really archers, to be honest.
well, in a pinch, I guess.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, I guess it is right. I guess he looks around and sees no one's carrying a bow.
Well, hold on.
Breast has a crossbow, yeah.
Yeah, Brest does have a crossbow.
Well, yeah, good luck trying to fire arrows through a crossbow.
Well, hold on. Simple and martial weapons. Setham could get himself a bow. He's also an elf, so that's playing to type, isn't it? Damn. Actually, you know what? Yeah, give him to Setham. I'll take him. How much?
6, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take him.
Alright.
6 undead bane arrows.
Yep.
An elf with a bow. What a cliche.
I know, isn't it?
But to see him try to fire one.
I'm gonna have to actually go get one, but
do you know of anybody else down here who may have more useful information for us?
Not that yours wasn't useful, but it was.
Let's see here. I'm looking up some stuff right now. Well, since I do suspect that Redder may be involved, I may want to check out his tailor shop down here. Though he has one on the surface above, but he maintains a small shop down here to service us. It lies to the north. It lies to the east of here. Basically, it's over here.
Have you a look at it, thank you.
the thing is, I can't get a composite longbow, so I'll just have to go get myself a regular one.
Wait until we kill something and get paid.
Oh, I still have quite a bit of money left over from the last.
Just use the arrow as a melee weapon and stab them with it.
I could do that.
It would get its point across. Alright, so where's the tailor?
It's over here.
Alright, to the tailor we go.
Alright, I need to make sure I have something in my inventory real fast.
Is it a fine... If this guy looks like a Cardassian, I'm gonna be a little grumpy.
Oh, I get it.
You can learn a lot from a simple tailor.
Alright, you can enter if you want. It's a store. Which should be furnished, but, you know, whatever. These map designers are lazy.
Hey!
A sign bearing a symbol of a needle and thread hangs outside a wooden door, marking this buried building as some sort of tailor shop.
Well,
And Ironbite has disconnected.
No, you know exactly why I disconnected.
Like, welcome to my shop. It's not often I service mortals down here, but I'm sure I can find something to suit your needs.
How about a thick protective neck collar?
I like your sense of humor, friend. So what brings you to my store?
We are doing some research on the recent attacks against your people, and
Yes.
we're curious as to whether or not you had any information you could add.
Well, what I've told Ludwig is that the human nobles are hunting us down.
Oh, really? The human nobles?
Yes, they wish to upset the status quo. You see, for centuries there's been an uneasy truce between the vampires and the nobles of the surface. And apparently they wish to expand their sphere of power, and to do so they need to get rid of us. I do not know why they would risk a war, because frankly it would be a massacre.
And you thought coming in here, guns... Well, never mind.
Well, is there any noble in particular who is most likely to be spearheading this?
Oh, hold on 1 second. Let's see here. Where are his? Ah, there's his bonus. That's what I was looking for. He pulls forth a set of documents, purportedly that he claims are taken from several minor members of Caliphus' aristocracy. These missives identify specific vampire elders and their lairs, and commission their deaths in an attempt to deprive the vampire leadership. I believe that Ramuskar Minos, a known servant of one of Uslav's nobles, was contracted to carry out these killings. In fact, okay, let's see here. Okay, who's looking over the documents right now?
Most likely it's going to be Real and Phil.
Alright, give me a linguistics check. Phil.
That was a nat 20. And how did you come by these documents?
I have my sources.
Oh, right, your sources, of course. And Seth kind of grimaces.
Interesting. Well, does anybody else have questions they are interested in asking?
You can also make a check on either make a knowledge nobility or knowledge local check on the nobles mentioned in the letters.
Alright, let's see. Nope, wrong version. Phil does not have that one.
Okay, well that's high enough to know.
I'd say so.
Interesting. Okay. Is that all, or did you want the other check too?
No, both of them would have given you the same information.
Okay.
Just that one skill was easier to make. One check was easier to make than the other. Yeah, apparently you made the harder check.
I am stubborn.
More XP! More XP!
And I had like one more point in that.
Yeah, what I think I'm going to do from now on is, as you hit milestones in the adventure, I'll just have you level up.
Oh, but I'm gonna miss the XP.
Because I think I forgot to give you guys XP for last week too. So
Does that mean we get a level up?
I don't know. I have to check and see what the milestones are.
Last time we played was yeah, we didn't get XP last week.
All right. Anything else?
I think that about covers the questions I have.
Well, as you can see, things are becoming quite dire here.
It does seem a little like this is a more urgent problem.
Yeah, you vampires do seem on edge about it all.
Yes. Lady of Gina especially, as of late.
Yes, we've met. She seems to be a little
Paranoid?
I wasn't going to say... Yes, she's completely paranoid.
That is okay. That's not necessarily a bad thing. What time is it?
It is 9:30.
We should leave before it gets any later.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you talking about real time or time in game?
Game time.
Oh, in game. It's probably about 3 o'clock.
I do not want to stay here I do not want to be here when evening falls. If we're around and they start dragging people down, that's not gonna be something I can stand by.
Yeah, because you got to the park around noon. You spent an hour traveling underground. You probably spent about a couple hours here talking to everybody. So,
one thing, Redbeard, do you have any jackets in the four-armed and wing-hole variety?
No,
like a duster or something.
I can't say I've ever had anyone come in with that specific request, though. I can take your measurements and make you something.
Well, these aren't my actual measurements at the moment, so maybe I'll come back.
Very well.
All right. Well, I think for now we have some information. We have some things to discuss. Are we ready to?
Yeah. Let's skedaddle.
It was a pleasure meeting you, sir. You are, despite being a vampire, you are actually quite pleasant to know.
Yeah. Well, not all vampires are heartless, bloodthirsty. Well, okay, yes, we are. But there are some humans who have been known to be far worse than us.
Yes, I do believe we've met some of them. Have a nice night, sir.
Yes, and you as well. Feel free to visit my shop anytime, either down here or on the surface.
Yeah, thanks.
My my name of my shop is what's the name of that? It is the Nobleman's Stitch.
I think you said Stitch, not Stench, right?
Yes, Stitch.
All right.
You may find a suit
gonna
that
say.
is fitting for you.
Yeah, if it was Stench, you might want to rebrand it. But all right, sounds like you've figured that out.
And I'm betting is treated very well so the blood does not stain. Handy in
Yeah.
profession too.
That's a good point. Well, you make nice stuff.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna find a nice, quiet, unoccupied hallway to stand in and get a real good study on. Just really soak that sucker in. In case we need to come back here in a hurry.
So the it's nice to know he actually has crafting skills. That's nice to know. They actually remember to give him that in the stat block.
They gave the NPC who we would have probably killed craft skills.
Yes, he has craft. He has. Where is that here? Craft clothing 17, craft shoes 11.
Wow.
It suits him.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
I can't think of any other questions, so I think at this point we return to the surface and have a conversation.
All right, are you going back to the inn?
I suppose we can go back to the inn. Not really have anywhere to go. We could talk in the park, but then we run the risk of being overheard. If we can, how busy is the park when we get out?
There's still a fair number of people wandering around, looking at the various flowers and trees.
Can we find a quiet corner where people won't be close enough to normally over?
Let's see here. Yeah, I would say probably around the. Let me pull that up real fast. Okay. Let me make the map visible again because, of course, that all got messed up. They're visible.
I know this hasn't been combat heavy; it's been roleplay heavy, but I'm enjoying this so much.
All right, if you go to Restoration Park, you see where I'm pointing?
Yes.
Yeah. If you go there, that is known as the Pond of Contemplation.
All right.
Okay, so I guess we'll head to the Pond of Contemplation.
It seems like it'll be open enough so we can talk. So, the Taylor's papers were forgeries. The nobles listed in them have all conveniently left Calfas already. So it's possible that he is actually the one trying to instigate the plot against the human government.
Very interesting.
Forgeries. Wow.
Where is everyone?
I didn't put a token down.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Yeah, the map's not to scale to your
Right.
tokens. The side maps are, but
Quinley's there. He goes
Yeah,
first one.
If it comes to it, we can put tokens down, but
actually, it doesn't even look like it is to scale. Show grid.
so
You're large size. That's why you're a little bit bigger than everyone else. Okay.
my initial thoughts would be that it would not be unlikely for there to be two killers instead of just one. The human vampire hunters who are killing the vampires during the day, and then the occasional opportunistic killings from people who are trying to move up in the rank.
Well, there is one small problem with that theory, though. All the stakes came from the same source.
Yes, but if they found a killed vampire, they could arrange for that vampire to have left, or simply duplicated the stake. All the stakes has the same similar patterns. How many killings has there been so far?
I would say probably about 7 or 8.
And how many legs does a table usually have?
4.
So,
but it's essentially the way he made it sound like that the chairs that they were coming from were the same manufacturer. So someone's just breaking off chairs from some common source of these chairs.
Yeah, so if they have like a dining table and a dozen chairs sitting around it, they can get plenty of steaks from that, but it's wood. It's just not going to be that difficult to copy if somebody were of a mind to. The other thing is that the vampire spawn and the drugs. It may be worthwhile to try to find another set of drugged vampire spawn and then interrogate them and find out where that's coming from. It's really interesting that the vampires themselves had no idea that the drug was even in existence. That's something we might actually want to bring back to the alchemist. It might be something he knows about, or
All right.
So the other thing is we can try to hunt down the vampire killers, but we're still left with the moral quandary. Do we fight them, knock them out, kill them, bring them to the vampires to interrogate, torture, and kill so that they can continue feeding upon the society? Or do we try to find the vampire killer, see if we can leverage information from them, and maybe gain their assistance in trying to wipe out the native population of the vampires? Or do we just get our information and go and try to leave it all alone?
I'm kind of leaning towards number 2, but number 3 is also probably viable as well.
Jeez.
I mean, again,
Tough call.
We don't really know. I mean, we've got some solid leads on who's doing it, but at the same time, we're facing a bigger evil here, and but at the same time, I mean, 2 and 3, they sound like very good options for this group.
It's like stopping the bomb and letting the child get run over by the carriage.
Yeah, I know. It's the trolley question all along.
I think either way, our next step should be to attempt to create an interaction with the vampire hunters themselves, preferably in the absence of actual vampires. I think it would be easier to have a dialogue with them if we are not bringing in an actual vampire who will want to kill.
Or damn fear. I really don't trust other Quinley.
Yeah.
You mean Evo Quinley?
But again, I say we go with option number 2, We find out who the vampire killer is, and again, we could always we could always just reevaluate and reassess what's going on. So,
All right, so locating the vampire killers. Obviously, the most straightforward way would be to lay some bait in the park.
I hate to point this out, Riel, but we are bait.
Well,
We're not obviously
maybe
vampire.
not.
Lady of Gina
It sounds
did put herself forward as bait for you to use.
yes. If we bring the lady up herself, then we have her there, and either we have to kill her or them. We're not going to have much choice one way or the other. And if we
Why
do
do
kill
you
her,
say
then we
that?
have to explain it.
I think we might want to just leave the lady out of this equation.
Wait. Why can't we just, get the drop on her would-be assassins and capture them?
If she is up there, she is. Well, see, that's the thing. We're not necessarily talking about capturing them. We're talking about talking to them.
Yes, it's going to be a little
finding out-
bit. It's going to be a little bit awkward if we don't immediately attack the vampire killer.
Yeah.
While she's witnessing it.
Yeah, if she is there, we have to attack them, capture, or kill them. If she's not there, we can talk to them and find out why they are doing this and perhaps who is behind it, and maybe even a way to get out of this that does not involve supporting, a very violent and murder-filled nest of vampires. That would be preferable.
All right.
And then if we can get the information we need from the vampire hunters, we can go with them through and kill all the vampires. Political balance be damned.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna need a disguise or some way to make anybody who's viewing our group believe A, that one of us is the vampire woman, and B, the rest of us are thralls.
Well, disguised person would work. Alright?
Maybe.
Some hats to
Yeah.
disguise.
We have no idea what their sensory capabilities are. What divinations they might have.
I'm going to assume that they're going by sight, so they probably can figure out who's a vampire just by looking at somebody. So,
Well, even if they are
Huh.
hunting vampires and they see through our disguise, us being there in a disguise in the first place is a pretty good likelihood of them choosing to interact with us.
yes, a good spot. If they're looking for vampires, they find a group of us who don't look like vampire, who are disguised as vampires. They might want to know what's up. So,
Yeah, maybe.
regardless, I think we have a good, solid plan.
All right.
I will consider what the spells I have that may fit.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm just looking over another part of the module here, so I think this is going to be a good place to put a pin in this. You think?
Yeah.
Because we're moving on to another part of the book here. We're going to have to try and catch a killer.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
All right, so
Good session.
all right, everyone. I'd like to thank you for joining us this evening for Carrying Crown. Be sure to tune in next time, where hopefully we'll find out who is really behind these vampire attacks. Good night.